I get a lot of fan mail from people all around the world, and many times they ask me, Daniel, how do I stop procrastinating? I know exactly what I need to do, I'm motivated to do it, but when I get into work, I get distracted. I start reading garbage articles, I start looking at the news, I start catching up on highlights, and I end up wasting a lot of time. So that by lunchtime, I know I could have gotten so much work done, but I didn't do anything at all. What do you suggest? How do I stop procrastinating? Now, this is a legitimate concern. I could clearly understand that someone wants to work. They want to get things done. And when they say, hey, Monday at 9 o'clock, I want to do it. I want to work. When it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to play, it's time to play. Well, the question that I have for you is this. What's important? Do you really want to get distracted, or do you want to focus on the thing that you have to do? Let me give you some really easy suggestions that you can take that can help you get more focused and stop procrastinating. The first tip I have to share with you is to stop majoring on minors. There's so many people that focus on little things that don't matter. Filling up the staplers, shredding a piece of paper, sending out one email at a time. What this does is that it stops your momentum. It keeps you from going into the direction of your dreams. What you need to do is to focus on the overarching goal for the day. What are one or two things that you really need to do today, and what must you do to get it done? Stop focusing on the unimportant. Stop checking off the boxes and crossing the T's and dotting the I's. I know you need to do it, but you have to focus on the biggest task, the thing that gives you the most reward. Only focus on profitable activities. Get the job done and stop majoring on minors. I realize that a lot of people are jack of all trades and master of none. They master the unimportant task. They know all the stats and the heights and the weights of their favorite football players or their favorite basketball players, and they really put so much energy and time into things that don't matter. Try to focus on things that do matter. Like, what can I do to become more successful on a job? Or how can I get promoted? Or how can I more directly confront the person that is keeping me from getting my job done? If you focus on the things that do matter, the things that don't matter will get out of the way naturally. The second tip is to focus on one major task every day. A lot of people dissipate their energies because they're trying to do too much too fast. And really what they're doing is they're wasting their time, they're wasting their energy. They're putting their attention on 10 different things when they could be focused on that one thing that's really important. What is that one thing that you have to do this month, this week, this day, and this hour? And try to get it done. Focus on that one thing, because if you do the thing, you shall have the power. The third tip is to put away distractions. There's so many people that try to get work done, but they're so distracted while they're doing it. They have their phones out. They're checking their emails all the time. They're listening to what everyone else is saying, and they're not being in the zone when they can. The fact is that you have to get focused. You have to know exactly what you want, and you have to be able to put away the distractions that are stopping you from achieving your goals. There's a tendency to try to put out small fires. There are little problems that happen in the office, in the workplace, that are really unpreventable. Things that people will call to your attention, and the fact is that you don't really need to be on it all the time. Sometimes you could just delegate it to someone else or just let it go. There's too much activities to get done to focus on the activities that really don't need to be done. Focus on what matters first. Prioritize, because we all know that prioritization is doing first what matters most. There's a lot of times where you have to say no to small projects. Stop putting out small fires. Stop paying attention to what everyone wants you to do and focus on what you need to do. Everyone in your office, in your workplace, has an agenda, and they're going to tell you exactly what they think you should do for them when you really need to focus on what you need to do for you. The fourth tip to stop procrastinating is to chunk your work. What this means is that you want to bunch your work up all together. Let's say you had a whole bunch of errands to run. You have to go to the dry cleaners, the post office, the grocery store, the gym, and when you come home, you want to pick up some hot food so you can enjoy your dinner. What you should do is do them all together. I know a lot of people that do them piecewise. In other words, this means they do it one at a time. And this can be very debilitating. It can be very enervating and can waste a lot of your time, energy, and sometimes even your money. Let me give you a clear example of how I chunk my work. If I wanted to do something on the computer, I'll stack it all up. I'll put it on a piece of paper and I'll say, you know what? I need to get my emails done, post an article, post on social media, and do all the things that I do all in one time. Now this may take 6, even 8 hours of my day, but I know I won't have to touch it in 3 or 4 days. If I chunk my work correctly, sometimes I'll only use the computer once or twice instead of 7 days in a row. And this saves a lot of frustration in my work. When you chunk your work, you build your momentum, you feel the successes, you stack up the little wins along the way. What happens is that it gives you a routine, a sense of accomplishment. So be able to chunk your work as much as possible so you can feel like you're a winner in life. The 5th tip to stop procrastinating is to do what you love. A lot of people get into work and they can't get their job started because they have to face this big, slimy, hairy project that they don't want to face. They're not motivated to take on the project, and so they wait. They take time. They take 2, 3, 4 hours, even all day, or even assign it to the next day because they don't want to deal with that project. What you need to do is to take on the projects that you do like, the projects that you love, the ones that energize you, so that eventually you can build up the momentum, stack up the wins, and handle that big, nasty project toward the end of the day. It will fuel you and energize you so you can get more done in your day. The 6th tip for getting more done is to change your state. You see, if your state is off balance, in other words, if your emotions are not in control, you can't get things done. If you're hungry or tired or a little bit frustrated or angry from the day before, how are you going to pursue your work successfully? What you need to do is to take care of yourself by changing your state. There's a lot of things that you can do to change your state. It could be a drink of water, it could be a walk around the block, it could be a quick phone call to a friend or family member. Do whatever it takes and take care of yourself before you take care of your job. Remember, take care of your personal needs before you get to your professional needs, and eventually you'll be able to get the job done the way you want it done. One idea I like to share with people is this formula: emotions equals time. And what this means is that the way you feel about your work or yourself or your situation or the people around you will control the way you use your time. So if you don't feel good about what you're doing or where you're surrounded by, you're going to change the way you use your time, because what you do is dictated upon how you feel, which are your emotions. Let's say you're feeling really good. You're very happy. The office is cheerful. They just had a birthday party. People are getting promoted. There's no infighting or politics, and everyone feels like they are successful, that they're getting the job done, and morale is high. If the emotions are intact within the office and there's a certain harmony and you feel good about what you're doing and where you're going, you're going to use your time more effectively every single moment of the day. The 7th tip is to just do it. Just get the job done. Go out there with full force, build your momentum, count your successes, and make it happen. Get the job done no matter what it takes. Even if you have to stay late, even if you have to go the extra mile. Feed yourself, fuel yourself, emotionalize with those who need you, and help them to help you reach your goals. If you just do it, you will get the job done and you will stop procrastinating. In summary, in order to stop procrastinating, what you need to do is to think about the big picture. Think about the thing that you really need to do and get it done. Go out there with full force and believe in yourself. Believe that you can get this task done. Set some serious deadlines, help people to hold you accountable, and just do it. Get it done and stop procrastinating. It's time to stop procrastinating. Follow through, smash the like button, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to help you get the job done, so follow through and accomplish your biggest dreams. And start by subscribing to my YouTube channel.